Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be opening yet another Ruby Red haul. It's going to be 6 dolls and 3 outfits. The dolls will be 3 restocked Coraline dolls, and then the 3 other dolls will be limited edition dolls that are going to go together in my story. And I think when I open them and show them together, you'll believe they go together too. And then the outfits I'm going to open kind of randomly because I didn't realize when I ordered the 3 restock dolls that they would come with outfits. So I'll kind of explain that as I go. And the first doll I'm going to open is the reason Grace is here beside me. Her name is Embracing Hope Karina, and they have the same mold, but they look very almost like opposite as far as differences go. And I think because I love the Grace doll so much, it's what I would say is one of my 2 favorite sculpts. Maybe my favorite sculpt, but I flip flop just because whichever doll I'm looking at, that's my favorite. I'm just kind of annoying like that. I didn't show you the doll at all, but anyway, I'll show you better in the next one. I think I was really anxious to see her because of the differences in same face, but how they'll look different. And what else do I got to show you before I jump into the outfit? Because I'm going to put her in her outfit and then in an older outfit I got before. And I for a split second forgot that they come with their glued wigs because I'm so used to opening limited edition ones now. And it's just such a nice relief that I'm not going to have to mess with anything like that. So here she is, her sweet face that's not looking at the camera at all. So here you go. And I'll show you better in a second, obviously. But when I start out, I'm always really super eager. And then, of course, I have a whole bunch of stuff to remove from her. Oh. Ooh. 2 for 2. Will I be able to get her? Yep. So far, so good. And now the thing I should say about the dolls, these ones, is they're, as I already said, Coraline dolls. And ooh, they've been out of stock for I don't know how long, probably random. I'm too new to this to know anything about the dolls like that. But I didn't realize that they were going to come back. And I almost, after Grace, when I was going to chase her through like European dealers. And then I asked, because I'm in Canada, and so I bought them from Ruby Red Canada, which is partnered with Maple Leaf. So I asked them, and then they told me that the dolls were restocking. So I said, okay, good. I'm glad I asked, because I don't need to be spending euros on a doll that I can instead buy with the Canadian dollar. Now, as you could probably see, her outfit is completely pink. And it's not that I'm going to dress her in something that's not pink. It's, well, the outfit I'm going to put her in is a mix of pink. So, sorry, this is a denim dress. I'm always interrupting myself. Sorry about that. Denim dress with some nice, like, what do you say, like meshy kind of details with sequins over it, lacy details. And then there's another layer underneath and sparkly pink stockings. Yes, stockings. Oh, okay. So it is like a faux leather, but a very soft faux leather, the jacket that says the name of the doll on the back, the Embracing Hope. But when it's on the back of the outfit, that's not so bad because you can turn the doll around and you never know that they have this big logo. And it's almost like it's a very nice feeling fake leather because it's not stiff at all. So that means when you put it on the dolls, which are quite posable, it'll be nice. And so everything is like a functioning zipper to make the sleeves. I don't know if it's necessary in order to put it on them, but that's the case. And there's some, what would you say, non-functional buttons, and it's fully lined. So I'm kind of like taking it all in as I'm showing you. And even though I'm actually not gonna display her in this, which is a shame because now that I'm seeing it in person, it's even nicer than I anticipated. And the shoes. Okay, that wasn't too loud. Also faux leather, hard sole, and then a little flower embellishment on the toe, which I think might match with her. Nope, it doesn't match with her hairband. She's got a hairband in here and a necklace. Oh, the necklace is just a tie-up. I might let her wear her necklace with the outfit, depending on the outfit I'm going to put her in, depending on how it looks. And the outfit I'm going to put her in, it kind of matches the theme of what Grace is wearing, which is the reason I want to put her in it, so they could look even more like, oh, they're shiny plastic pearlescent beads. They just feel like plastic, ordinary plastic beads. And this, I guess, does it match with anything? I guess it kind of matches her, the tool of this, the tool that goes around the skirt. Oh, and she's got the fanciest undies yet of all the dolls I've seen. Usually they're just kind of a plain white, but she's got like, if you can see here, they're with a little pink lace and bow on it. It's so funny because then you're going to put tights right over it. So I don't know. If it's nice to know that the details under there, I guess, is the thing, right? For me, the funny thing about putting on their tights, you can't really tell what's the front and the back. So I just put them on whatever and then twist them all around until they feel like they're in the right spot. And I'm only putting on her so you can see what she looks like. So I don't know why I'm fussing over it so much. Well, I guess I still want it to look nice. As I'm putting the dress on her, the denim dress, it's actually more detailed than I realized at first glance. I think, maybe she's kind of bringing it up. It has almost like these stitches that kind of give it a bustier look. Is that what we would call it? Kind of reminds me of. Not that I know enough about what things are called, but that's what it makes me think of. Old Madonna videos. And then, like I already said, okay, let's see if it needs to be unzipped. You know what? Let's unzip it. I guess it does have a purpose of why it unzips. It's not just to make it seem more like they're just putting it in there to make it seem quality. It has a function. And the ruby red, because the Coraline dolls always have now, after the first wave, they have the ruby red logo on the outfit somewhere. And luckily hers is hidden once she's got her jacket on, which is always a plus. These are things I'm always going to express my excitement about because it's good news. And so that's part of the reason why I want to zip up the jacket too. And I'm just letting you see this so you can see. Not too bad, but it's a little tough. I'm just leaving it like that. And the shoes go on there's a Velcro strap. I'm telling you all this as if, I don't know, maybe I would be curious too if I was watching. And also, so I have something to talk about. It's a little bit tight going on her foot. Oh no. Usually the shoes are really easy to get on, to be honest. So maybe that was a fluke. And I don't know, I thought that the necklace would do up in a different way. I didn't think you would just tie it with a string. Yeah, there's something about her sandals that are a little bit more work to put on. Oops. I never think I have particularly fat fingers until I'm trying to do up a ribbon or a bow on a doll's outfit. I really struggled with that. So I'm glad you should be glad I didn't make you see it. All right, so as I just took that off without any announcement, there are some shorter hairs, and I'm thinking I might take out her braid. So this isn't too disappointing, but I think if you want to keep her is it a French braid? Her French braid in, I would probably never be able to replicate it, so I have to really think hard. She has some shorter hair sticking out, which is probably going to be, she's probably not the only one, if you know what I mean. And then just put this little fancy bow on the back of her ponytail. Double wrap it, yeah. It's too bad looking at the way it's sticking out of the back of her head, because as I said, I would never be able to do a French braid on a doll, and it's really quite unsightly. Can I tuck it in? I might have to, if I wanted to keep her hair in a braid, I'd probably have to hairspray it in or something. So before I change her, I wanted to show her with Grace close up so that you can see the differences or similarities between them. The differences being the same sculpt, and just what a difference, different skin tones and eye colors. I just feel like Karina, the blonde one, looks so much sadder than Grace. And I'm not saying Grace doesn't look sad. I'm just saying almost like they don't look the same to me. They look so different because Karina just looks that much sadder. And that's why at first I wasn't sure I would like her. But she grew on me because of Grace, and she's really cute. But somehow she looks sadder. I don't know what it is. Very weird. Doesn't matter. I like them both, and I have them both, so that's a good thing. And the outfit I'm going to put her in, I showed it on here before, but I didn't put it on anyone before because I was actually waiting for her before I opened it. And I was hoping to get her, that she would restock before Easter. And I don't remember if she did. Oh, she did, but I didn't have time to go up and pick her up. So that's why a lot of these things are, all of these boxings end up becoming hauls because they're just stacking up. And I've said that before, so you probably know. So the reason I wanted to put them together, and there's actually a third outfit going to join this little trio over here, is because of the animal ears headband that goes with it. So it kind of gives them a through line, like a story. And it's a Lolita style outfit, which when I was collecting 18-inch dolls, there wasn't too much of the Lolita style, which is too bad, which is a very nice, I guess Lolita, the thought behind Lolita is probably not very nice for kid-friendly clothes, but I don't know. They're just like fancy, cute outfits. And so that's it for the shoes. That's it. I don't show you anything. Just getting excited, I think, to see Karina in this outfit. And I'm not going to take out her braid now, but I really might, because I almost feel like the little piece sticking out is telling me that maybe she doesn't need to have her French braid in. And I'm looking at the colors to see if why don't I just look after to see if her necklace will match the new outfit that she's going to go in. Oh, and I just wanted to quickly say before I forget that the 3 dolls, the restocks, which is going to be Karina, Stella, and Ella. There's also Bella, not a restock, but character-wise. They all sold out pretty fast on the Canadian website. I don't know what made me look when I happened to look. I think they got about $10, maybe 8, and it was only within the last week or so, as when I'm recording this, that they went up for sale. And some of the Sibley's restocked too, but you'd never know because they're already gone from the site because they just sold out that fast. And maybe 10 isn't a big number, so I guess a lot of people were anticipating these to come back. Just got a little snag in her stocking. I might cut that with scissors later. So I'm glad I happened to look that day and get everything I wanted, which was everything I didn't have. And so what I was mentioning before about not realizing, so this is where I was saying, I've said this in other unboxes, about getting the free outfits that are part of they're kind of calling it an Easter special, but it's now been extended beyond Easter. That you get an outfit randomly placed with whatever Coraline doll you get. And because I've been ordering from Maple Lee, and they have a history of my order, they haven't repeated any outfits. So I don't know if buying from the headquarters site, the Hong Kong site, if they would take the same consideration. But I do know that, see, this is what I was saying about not realizing that the special, not even that it was still going on, I didn't realize it extended to the restock dolls, because it didn't extend to Valeria because she was new. So when I went there to pick up the 3 dolls, yeah, the necklace isn't working. I'm taking it off. Maybe I'll figure out someone else who can wear it, but it's sitting too close to the neckline for this. So when I went to pick up the 3 dolls, they had the last 3 outfits that I didn't own. And so it's what I was saying before about how I think they take into consideration what you have to make sure you don't have it. And it was very nice of them, I guess because I've been buying a lot, that they, even though, because when you buy the doll and want the free outfit, you do have to add it to cart. And I just didn't, because I thought it didn't pertain to the restocks, not new dolls, because they're not technically new. But they were kind enough to surprise me, and it was a surprise. And to the point where I was like, "Are you sure?" I couldn't tell, and they said, "No, it doesn't extend to a new character like Valeria," which I asked so many times. They're probably like, "Do you want the outfits or not?" No, they weren't like that at all. So I'm looking at her, immediately thinking I might want to take out her braid. Yeah. What do you think? Probably should take it out, huh? Because it's cute. It's a cute outfit, and it really ties together the animal, the tutting at, like, the fact that, look at her in the back, her sticking out thing. You know what? I'm not going to jump and pounce right now, but I'm going to think about it while I get to the next outfit, because I'm going to bring out another doll who, like I said, is going to go with this. And this is one of the outfits I got with my order, this current order. And I'm going to put it on a doll I opened. Was it in the last batch I opened? There have been so many now. But this is Robin. She's a Christmas doll, so I haven't even put her in her Christmas outfit yet. And in the last video, I put her in Pretty and Polka Dots, and I wasn't feeling it at all. So then I put her in the overalls outfit, and I'm not feeling this on her either. It's better. It's an improvement, because I really was not feeling the Pretty and Polka Dots. But now I think I have the outfit that's going to be the one. Then this duo will become a trio. Oh, and the outfit is called At the Hop. But you would think that it's good. The outfit's gonna have bunny ears, but nope. That's with the outfit's called Some Bunny Special, by the way. Forgot that because I already opened it before, but also because I'm really bad at this. Okay, so this is one of the restocked outfits. Oh, it's really nice. Oh, cute. And so more surprised that they would be so kind. You know what I'm saying? So it has cat ears, fluffy cat ears that now have Karina's hair on them, because I guess she was shedding a little bit. So already feel like that's going to look good. A pink cardigan, no, not cardigan. A pink, I guess it's supposed to look like a cashmere sweater. And calling it at the hop makes me feel like it's supposed to feel a little 50s, a little retro 50s. There's a gingham skirt with pink tulle underneath to give it, I guess, a little bit of a flare, a little bit of a poof. And then these shoes that have balloons on them. And so I don't know. I feel like maybe because I have so many shoes now, I might have something that I would prefer, just because I don't really understand. I don't really understand the balloons, what they have to do with being at the hop and being 1950s. But I really appreciate the little socks. It gives it that 1950s flair. And I shouldn't put that here. It should be in there. I don't like mixing up my garbage because I save it all. I'm one of those collectors. So now let me get it on to Robin and see if this vision is going to be any better than my last one or two. One thing I often talk about is they have this tag on the inside of the shirt that wants to sit in the front and then it kind of sticks out. So you have to guide it into the back so that it's not sticking out and looking so unsightly. And once it's back there, it'll sit there. It's sewn in a way like on the seam so that it will naturally go to the front and drive me nuts. Okay, I think we have a winner for Robin. This has been quite an ordeal. Trying to get her, ooh, how will I get this set on her head? Yeah, this is the one. I might have to play with the headband a little bit just to, because she's got these French braids on each side of her head. But regardless, finally, and I think there's a reason I thought this might look good on her. Oop, didn't line up the Velcro at all. And it's the pink of the sweater. And when I bring her close, you're going to see that it really brings out the pink in her face because she's got really blushy cheeks. And so I thought that the pink might look really nice, be a good combination for her. The black, pink, and the white, simple colors. And I don't know what else I would put on. I don't think I have shoes that would look good. So I'll give these a chance to grow on me before I make any rash decisions about, it's not that rash if I change shoes, but it's not like I could do anything rasher than that. So here are the three headband girls. I don't know. They look like they tell a cute story to me, but Grace should be in the middle because she's my favorite. Do you do things like that too? Am I the only weirdo? I doubt it. But so here, I just want to have them. I'm going to take them off camera so that I can have a little bit more room to work with, but I just wanted to have them all beside you. Will I still consider if I'm going to remove Karina's braid? I'm probably going to because I've got that in my head now and that's just how I function. So cute, right? I'm so happy that I was able to get this outfit and that Maple Lee was so kind to make up for my mistake or my oversight or whatever you would call it. It was very thoughtful of them. And so I hope if they ever watch this video, because you never know who's going to watch your videos, that even though I was very grateful at the time, I'm still very grateful and I can express it to them this way too. So here are the three headband girls and I'm just going to move on to the next couple dolls because I've got a lot more to go through. Before I move on to the next dolls, I just want to quickly say, yes, that is the right call. I finally found an outfit for Robin when it's not Christmas and she wear her actual outfit. And Karina's really cute, but I think she might now be my palest doll, even paler than Wanda right here, who I would have, before seeing Karina, I thought they couldn't possibly go any paler. I don't know if they're supposed to look like porcelain or what, but I've never seen humans that look like that. Doesn't mean they don't exist. So I'll leave it there. Okay, I'm really excited about this doll too because she's got an interesting color palette. It's called she's called Live Your Truth Ella. And she almost looks, from pictures, like she could be in the Splash of Style dolls. And if you look behind me on this side, the girl that's not her cowboy hat, but she's a Splash of Style doll. So they've got these sort of pastel colors. Oh, after opening Karina, she's complected by comparison. So here's how they come in the box. But I was so rude and excited I didn't show you last time. And here is the box, but you've probably seen those by now. So she comes with, all right, it's a plastic headband with fabric, colorful leaves. I'll show you that better in a minute. Oh, she's got buckskin boots too. That's wild. And I was thinking, because in pictures, I don't love the way the boots look with the outfit, that I was going to change them. Why would they give her such nice? These are like limited edition. I have 2 limited edition dolls with similar style boots, so that's wild. I'm just going to get her outfit open before I pull out the doll. In anticipation, my own anticipation. I'm sure you don't care as much as I do. Come on. And so she has a really pastel-y, colorful outfit. The skirt, pink denim, because that's a through line with all the core dolls. They all have to have denim. Sort of a really, almost like a denim belt with some tulle layers underneath. I should be showing up close. It's sparkly. It's nice. It's cute. And they've got that big old what do you call it, logo there. More sparkly tights, but these are more solid looking. They're not as see-through as Karina's were. And a furry, very soft furry coat. To anybody who collects American Girl, you may be familiar with this type of coat because the citrine, a birthstone outfit feels kind of like that. A little bit less soft, like a little bit less soft, if you care. What else is there? Isn't there a shirt? Am I missing something? Oh, yes, there's a shirt. A denim halter top that says "Live Your Dream," and I think that's a unicorn on. You know, she kind of looks like a unicorn in ways, so that's fitting to me. And now I can take out the doll and show you her cute hair. Okay, so she's got that pamphlet that I used to get in all of them, and it just shows the different dolls. Just quickly show you. Not much to see. This is okay. They're all a little bit different, so they open differently. So if you're curious, there you go. And the doll care tips I skipped over because I was really excited for Karina, and I knew I had a lot to do for her. Oh, look at this cute face. I thought she was Alex's. Alex is the boy doll. I thought she had his face, but in person, I don't think so. I would have brought him over if I'd thought to compare, but it doesn't really matter. Let me show you her sweet little unicorn face. She almost reminds me of, I don't know, like an 80s doll. Maybe it's her color scheme, because if you see, oh, there you go. Very cute, very, very sweet and angelic looking. And some people probably wouldn't like the blue in the hair, because it does make them a little harder to dress. But I think as long as you have something within that color, this color story, I think you're fine. Or denim suits anything, right? And so that's why she looks very splash of style to me, because they always had that pastel kind of color too, and they usually had colored streaks. And does she have a Sibley? I don't know, because the Sibleys always have colorful hair too. They always have that colorful streak. I don't feel like she has a Sibley. I'm looking around. Maybe she does, and I probably already have it. So I'm going to do the same thing where I just dress her up, and I'll show you the accessories when I get to them, rather than it's too late to open it now. I've already started dressing the poor girl. Just so you can see what I mean, where you pull them on, and the stockings go wherever they want, and you have to pull them into place. Because I don't really think there's a back and a front to these. Because if you saw them when I held them up, the feet kind of go out to the side, and there's no tag inside any of the tights to tell you what's the front and what's the back. So it's like no matter how I put them on, like look how twisted they are. I mean, that's a me problem. I don't blame the tights for that. Did we get them on? Okay, good. That's better. But I feel like with her skirt, because I like to hike their tights all the way up so that they're not droopy anywhere. How high does this skirt go up? Because I don't want her tights being visible over it. Oh, and I don't know if I've ever made this clear, but their strings inside their body are so tight that they often they want to snap back into default pose. So they don't always hold a pose very well. And I think that's a good thing, because any dolls that are stringed, like the 18-inch dolls, American Girl, Maple Lee, you want to keep their joints tight as well. And I guess I could pull it up a little bit more. The skirt, no, the skirt's fine. So it's like when I'm trying to pull out their arms, they are ball jointed for all this movement, but then they often want to jump back into their original box pose. So they can look a little, even though they're very, like I said, posable, articulated, they can look a little stiff at times, especially in the hands. It's hard. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to make the hands look like, to twist their arms in a way that make their hands look more natural than the way they are, because they don't have wrist articulation. And I've seen, I don't know if it was a prototype or if somebody made a ruby red body, that's probably from the jacket, that had articulated ankles and wrists. Wrists I would like, but people did speak about there being, if their ankles were articulated, they might have trouble standing up and lose some of the ball jointedness. So these are like those buckskin boots. So Grace comes with a pair of boots like this, and so does the Canadian True North limited edition doll. And they're so soft. Like I don't have, aside from these now 3 pairs of buckskin boots, I don't have anything that feels this soft to compare it to. So I don't know what I could compare it to. It's just like, unless you have it in your hand, you'll just have to take my word that is super soft. Did I make it clear? I think I did. And now that it's my 3rd pair of these buckskin boots, I'm not as nervous handling them, because I know they were built, and I should be, it's like be careful what you say, because imagine. But yeah, so they do it very easily. They're easy to handle, and they're very nice to the touch, because why? They're very soft. It's just funny that from looking at pictures, I had every intention of replacing her shoes with maybe something pink or blue or whatever to bring in the color, because it's the only the only thing that's really white on her outfit aside from the logo on her top, which you won't really see. But now that I know that they're these kind of boots, I don't think I could swap them out. And it's not like I had a plan. I'm looking around the dolls who aren't behind me. It's not like I had a plan for these boots on someone else. So if they're her default boots and I love them so much, that's what she's going to keep. On the bright side, she probably stands really well in them because they're boots. What a sweet little face. And then after all, I'll show you this time when I take off the hairnet. I'll have some consideration for once. I think I made it clear that it's a lined jacket. Like everything all the jackets I've gotten, oh, I really like how it looks. All the jackets I've gotten so far, I think were lined. Maybe a really old one wasn't. Oh yeah, it's really nice. Because sometimes these jackets, these kind of fluffy jackets can be really bulky, and no, it doesn't. On her, it looks really good. It sits in a really nice way. So here we go. She's got 2 braids in the front and then really long hair in the back with some blue underneath. So to anyone who likes their dolls with long hair, I actually do like dolls with long hair. You know what? I like everything though. I like dolls with short hair, I like curly hair, straight hair, whatever. Whatever I'm looking at, that's what I like. That's my favorite. Whatever I'm looking at in the moment. And I really do. She's a very unique doll, especially for the Coraline, because aside from the splash of color dolls, and then, okay, so that's how this goes. So this tucks in the back. I was trying to figure out where these little tendrils come down for her. Yeah, so I really like her a lot more in person than I expected to. So yeah, even with when it comes to the ball joint in their neck, so if the what do I call it, the cord inside is really got her head pulled in a certain way, I find their heads will be cocked to that side, and it takes like Serena, the witch behind me, it takes some work to get it to sit. Okay, so it's not plastic. So I think it is plastic. The white part is plastic, but there's, as you can see there, maybe you can see, there's like I've got her. There's a stitch on the inside, so it's some kind of fabric that's wrapped around and stitched around the plastic headband, and then the sort of rainbow leaves. And I guess if she's got white on her headband, that means the boots match, right? That's what that means, I think. I've been told that's what that means. You know better than I would. Let me just try to get it on a good spot, because I think because I said her boots will make her stand really securely, she's not being that girl. Don't mean pull out a doll stand, because I didn't bring any. Is this Ella or Stella? What's the other one? I don't know her name. I don't know which one she is. It's okay. I don't think it's necessary. It just adds a weird, unnecessary kind of color. It just doesn't, maybe I don't understand how color works, but to me, this random pop of yellow, when she's already got a pretty cohesive color story, I don't think I'll display her with it. Just put it in there for now. I'll think about it. But I think she looks fine without it, so that's not me feeling like anything is missing. But it does mean I can move on to the last doll before I get to the limited edition ones. Or do I want to open an outfit? Should I move on to an outfit first? Full on floral. Yes. I don't know. Oh, I know. Yes, I'm going to move on to an outfit. That was really janky while I was sitting here thinking what I wanted to do next. So this is one of the free outfits. One of the ones I just kind of, because it's not to say I will never buy outfits, because I did buy one from Hong Kong because it was a boy outfit recently. It's not here yet. Oh, this is really cute. Oh, this isn't the one I meant to open. Oh, well, too late. We're moving forward with it. I got really confused by these shoes. Could they go with her? So these are fabric flowers, because it's full on floral. Cute. And so I would have had no intention to get this, but obviously I'm gonna, it's so much cuter than I expected. So I guess the doll gods knew what they were doing, because it's really cute. It's a really cute top. I mean, maybe it's because it's so much pink, and I have so much pink in other collections that I thought I didn't ever need it. And I don't even know. I'm going to try it on Maya, who's right beside me. And I'll also show you, I don't think I put this outfit on her last time, but even if, whether I did or not, this is what she's wearing right now, and it's just one of the newer outfits, not newest, but the last batch of outfits, I believe. So let me just take her out of this, give you one last shot of seeing her in this outfit. Oh, and I'm glad you know what, I forgot to, well, something I didn't notice when I unboxed Maya over here. She was never on the top of my wish list. I think I only ended up ordering her because they only had one left in stock, and I was like, I'd rather not regret, passing on it and then regret when it sells out. But what's really great about me getting her is what I didn't like about this Maya in stock photos is her eyes are almost yellow, and I just didn't like the way everything came together. So when I unboxed her, I was like, oh, she's a lot cuter, and I wasn't able to put my finger on why, but because I think Maya must have two eye colors, because I have seen actual photos of Maya with that lighter brown, pretty much yellow eye color. So I got one with the dark brown eyes, and I think it really does look a lot better on her. I also have another Maya on the way, a limited edition Maya, who might have the lighter eye color. I'm not too certain, but she has a different wig. So something about that Maya came together for me with the lighter eyes. So I'm glad I got one of this original core doll with the darker eyes, for sure. The only real trouble I'm having with Coraline Maya is figuring out her look, because I like parts of her meat outfit. In fact, I gave some of it away. But it just didn't really feel like how I wanted her to look. And the outfit I just showed a second ago, I like that outfit and I like it on her, but it's still not hitting home for me. And this isn't going to be it either, but I wanted to see her in something very different from the other looks I've had her in. So that's part of why I chose her. And maybe so I could talk about her brown eyes, actually, because I know when I make these plans in my head, I have reasons, and then sometimes I'll sit down and it'll all just go out the window, out my brain. Oh, this is really funny over her underwear. Is it stuck? Oh, it's a really long skirt. There's also the funny thing about the accessory pack. So you buy an outfit, and I'm going by the, you know what, it might be different on the Maple Leaf site from the American site, where the accessory pack. So there's a what is it, a hat? It's just a hat and a bag that you can buy as an extra piece to go with full on floral. At least that's how they show them in the site, on the website. And it's so expensive. It's more expensive than the outfit. So I think that's part of why I don't have any plans of getting, at this point, but look at me, I don't have any plans of getting accessory packs, just because they end up costing more than an entire outfit. It's a cute outfit. It's not for her, but I am glad to see her in different things. I'm going to figure her out. And maybe this outfit does need that hat and bag. Not that I'm going to get it, but I'm just saying maybe it does. And I always put their Velcro on the back of the shirt wrong. Maybe it's because of the tag that I'm hiding in the back. So anyway, here's Maya in full-on floral. I totally grabbed the wrong outfit, what I thought I was going to do when I started. Through the corner of my eye, she keeps looking like she's jumping out of the way. So now I will open the last Coraline doll from the restock, and then the last outfit after that. Are you stable? So this one's called Rockstar Stella. And like I said, there's Ella over here. Bella's actually behind me in the fairy costume, but that's not her regular outfit. So that's Bella. I don't know why of all the doll names they have, there aren't even that many dolls that they would have Stella, Ella, and Bella. It's kind of strange. Oh, so is she the sister of, is her name Bailey? No, Bailey is someone else. Oops. Because she is like pink. She is pink. Why are these dolls pink? She definitely doesn't look pink in pictures. I know I seem so upset. I'm not like, it's like I'm making fun, but it's funny. Her face doesn't look as pink, but her body is almost sunburned. Can you see? Like, you see that too, right? And so she's got I guess the main face, or the original face, but I feel like they just painted her lips a little bit bigger, and it makes a little bit of a difference. Enough of a difference that I wondered if it was a similar face or the original. People have told me her name, Diane Effner. I hope I'm saying that right, because I know she means a lot to people in the doll community. So it's like the original Diane Effner face. Diane Effner face. I'm really bad with similar names, so I should apologize if I said that wrong, because I know people really love her magical, whimsical sculpts that she used to make. And when I went on to look at her website, because people mentioned her, I could definitely see how this is her sculpt, like a doll. This is a face she sculpted. Yeah, let me put her clothes on because all I'm seeing is skin that looks like it's in pain. Because when I get a sunburn, it is not a fun feeling. So maybe that's why I have such an adverse reaction whenever I see a pink doll. I'm like, are you okay? I don't want to like smack you, and not that I would smack my dolls, but I don't want to hurt you. Why is she so pink? I'm actually really fond of her outfit because I feel like it's something a lot of people would wear. It looks like, a real, more so a real everyday kind of outfit. Whereas some of them, oh, and you know what else I like? I think she's one of the very few dolls who doesn't have leggings with her outfit. It's just jeans. So I'm looking around okay, so everyone, they either have jeans or leggings. I should take that back. Walk back that lie of a comment. But her jeans are really cute. I should have shown them to you before I put them on her because they have all these cute appliques on them. They're not embroidery, but yeah, just appliques that would be sewn on, yeah. I just want to feel how they're put on there. The jeans are really nice. Nice fit is in. They're very tight, very form-fitting, but they're soft and stretchy, a little bit stretchy. Now, considering how pale and pink she is, I would imagine she is prone to staining from her black tank top with the silvery, so it's glittery rock and the star, and it's a screen printed, I guess, because it doesn't feel like it's painted on. So I can't imagine this is the smartest outfit to have on her. And she's someone no, because her hat, she needs something to match her hat. I'm trying to think of like, if I could, I have so many other tops from all these outfits like they were giving away with the, what do you call it, the Easter special they were having. So I could probably find another shirt to go under this. Maybe that'd be wise. Because these dolls do stain a lot. And I think it's because it's very smooth. Like the vinyl they use is really smooth, but it must be really porous and high quality. Therefore, I don't know if delicate's the right word, but okay. So I've also, I'm not proud to say this, I've also had a couple of them fall. Some of them are prone to falling, and they love to fall right on their noses. And I have not seen a single. I love saying these things. It's like, what are you trying to invite in? But yeah, I'm just trying to say that the vinyl seems to be really sturdy, really strong in my accident-prone experience. Now these boots are a little funny. They look like they would be they feel, because they're rough, right? So it's not, there isn't that vinyl coating over it that makes it feel like the glitter is part of the material. Am I seeing glitter on my table? Maybe a little bit. So I think these might shed a little bit is what I'm saying. They're fabric, but it's just feels like, I don't know the process for getting, because it's not the first time I've seen material that has this kind of glitter effect. Do these open it on, or they just stretch on? I guess it goes on easily enough. And I also have other shoes I could put on her if I don't love these. I guess that's the other thing that's becoming fun, is just I'm gonna have to learn to mix and match with all these clothes I have. Otherwise, I'm never gonna use them. And I do see glitter on my table. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just letting you know that that's something you should keep in mind if you like Stella. What did I say her name was? Rockstar Stella. This, aside from there being stars on this really soft, fuzzy sweater, I don't really see her. I don't see this as being like a rock star kind of sweater. Not making fun. I'm sure they're supposed to be children. And I didn't even nicely pull out her hairnet again because I was so eager to see her. What would you call this? It's an orangey red, and there can never be enough red-headed dolls for me. Even though I've shown a couple in this video already, haven't I? So maybe there are. Oh, and the hat. So this hat has pom-poms. I don't really know why. Is that a thing? I thought it was supposed to look kind of like it's a bear, but it doesn't look like that in person. It's a little bit of a big hat, so it'd be nice. I feel like it'd be nicer if it had a little bit of an elastic to it so that it would sit more firmly on her head, because it kind of just sits there and feels like it could easily fall off. So if I haven't shown it yet, and I don't think I even have, so what I was talking about before with the lip shape they gave her, where they painted her lips a little bit fuller than they normally do for this sculpt. And I do like to warn that the blush shows up really strongly on my camera. It doesn't look that, I'm comparing it to in person, it doesn't look like that. On camera, it looks like she's white, and like sheet white, and her cheeks are orange. But in person, they're both pinkier. So both her cheeks and her skin tone is pinkier. You would think that next to the orange hair would really show it out. But anyway, she also has really beautiful eyes. And I've had quite a few people suggest this doll to me. And I think this is I'm always talking about how much I love red-haired dolls. So thank you to everyone who said that. I did want her. She was always on my wish list. So I was just waiting for her to restock too. I wasn't going to try to chase her like I was ready to for Karina, but once I found out they were all coming back, I was like, okay, then I'm definitely going to get her because she's really cute and she's really unique, even though she has this the most plentiful. I have the most of this particular sculpt now. I'm sure everyone would because it's probably the most commonly used one. So now let me get, nope. I'm going to do one more redressing. So I have one more outfit to open. I'm just going to move these girls over and pray that no one falls over. And if they do, I hope they fall back, not on their faces. Because there's one more outfit. It is called Flower Power. Oh, wait. This isn't the outfit I thought it was. So there is another outfit I don't have, right? Yeah, there's one with... Okay. So the doll I brought over... Oh, well. I don't think it's going to suit the doll. Oh, well. It's a cute outfit. And oh, you know what's really weird? I already have these tights because one of the hauls that I opened, I don't know where it came from because it was left in some, I often have a mess in here of tissue paper. I had a pair of tights like this in one of the dolls' outfits and I couldn't figure out whose it was. And I went through all the dolls and I was like, everybody has the tights they need. So whose is this? And then I had to go onto the Hong Kong headquarter website and look at all the outfits and be like, okay, I think it's the one that comes with Flower Power. So now I have two pairs of these tights is the point of that long story. So this is a long breezy dress and oh, it's very satiny looking. It's sort of a navy royal blue. It's shiny looking in person. I don't know if it's picking it up. It's lined, of course. And then a pair of sandals that are all soft. Is it spongy on the bottom? No, it just doesn't feel as hard as they usually do. So anyway, there's a little ribbon detail there. And does it match the pattern of the dress? Yeah, it's this part of the dress, I would say. Now the doll I brought over to put on, oh, okay. And one time that I unboxed a bunch of these, I was attacked by T-tags, which are the little plastic tags that are usually inside cheaper doll clothes or playline dolls, let's say. And it turns out that these outfits used to be sold on a sort of card back, I think. And that's why when they rebranded, I guess you could say, into these cardboard boxes, they just took the outfits and repackaged them. So you'll get them and they'll have the little T-tag holes. I see one on here. And I'm not trying to be a baby or anything. I'm just letting you know that that can happen. So don't ever be alarmed like I was because I was so confused that time. To any of you who saw, you might remember my freak out. So anyway, the doll I'm going to put on, the doll I'm putting this outfit on is Mary. And the reason I wanted to put it on Mary is for a couple of reasons. She's still available on the website. So it's nice to show dolls because sometimes I have dolls that I chase like a madman. And so she's readily available, but because she's historical, it's probably hard for people to gauge if they would want her in their collection. Her hair fell off, but that's okay. Fell off last time too. So that's why I've chosen her. But another thing I should probably mention, it's only my second time showing her, but her boots are actual leather. So if you're vegan and if you don't, if you're anti-animal cruelty or whatever, then that's probably a doll you would want to stay away from because for some reason they wanted to give her authentic leather boots. And I'm not saying it's a problem. For me, like I'm not anti-leather, I said last time. Even though I don't actually, you know what, I don't eat beef, so maybe. I'm sure it's cow leather. But anyway, so it's just a little warning I want to give people if I ever talk about Mary, because she's a really unique doll, and she's a really unique face. I think it's only been used once, maybe twice before, and I love her eye color. I'll bring it up closer and show you after once I get her into Flower Power. And as I'm dressing her, I guess I should probably explain too that the outside fabric is very flowy, and then there's a white sort of, is it kind of a slip? Would it be called a built-in slip maybe? So that it's not completely see-through. But it's nice, it's very breezy, and like I said, it just wasn't the outfit I expected, so I'm kind of laughing at myself as I'm putting it on her. And I can confirm that Stella's boots are a glitter bomb, because not only are little flecks of glitter showing up all over me, they're showing up all over Mary as well. Oh, and to anyone who didn't see when I unboxed Mary, she is clearly inspired by Diana Barry from Anne of Green Gables. And there was another doll who was released at the same time, but she sold out because she's based on Anne of Green Gables. Her name is Elma. I don't know if that's supposed to sound like Anne in some way, but they tried to hide the fact that she was Anne of Green Gables. Well, not hide it. I think it was just supposed to be subtle. They were just trying to avoid any copyright infringement. That's just my opinion. out here trying to get anybody, a small business, in trouble. Especially, with all there's not that I need to talk about it in this video, and I'll probably do a video about the tariffs and the whole situation with that. But so yeah, it definitely wasn't Anne of Green Gables, is what I'm saying. But you're allowed to take inspiration from things. And if I had known it was this outfit, I wouldn't have chosen Mary to model it. But I'm glad to show her again, and I can very close her up because I love this wig. I love her curls, and I just feel like I didn't go in on her eyes enough last time. So hopefully you can get a little. I'm bringing her in as close as I possibly can. Really beautiful, very unique shade of green, and this wig is just so curly and beautiful. I guess I should show the outfit too while I'm here, right? So funny. It is a nice outfit. I just feel like it makes her look a little top heavy, especially head wise. Like her head looks really big. And I feel like she's not going to stand well in these at all. However, it is nice to see her in a more modern outfit. Would I have chosen her for something else? No, she's fine. So now, that's all. I only have the limited edition dolls to go. And like I said, they're going to be, to me, they feel like a cohesive story together. So I'm going to open them. They're just off to the side, but I'm going to get these other dolls out of here first. The final 3 dolls consist of a 14-inch limited edition doll and then 2 Sibleys, so limited edition Sibleys. And unfortunately, I've had these sitting in my pile for so long that the first doll I'm going to open is Harper, and she actually has sold out now. But the boy, the other 2 are still in stock. And another thing I'm hoping to do that's kind of funny is to swap. It's a brother and sister, Harper and Henry, if I didn't say that already. I'm hoping their faces are similar enough that I can just swap their outfits and wigs and because the girl has brown eyes and brown hair and the boy has blue eyes and blonde hair. So I'm hoping I can reverse it so that the girl has blue eyes and brown hair and then he has brown eyes and blonde hair. I don't know why I'm saying all that when it's really confusing in words, but I'm going to open them both together. But before I do that, you can kind of picture, I hope she doesn't fall out. You can kind of picture what she would look like. Maybe I'll show you both if you could see her face from there. Because from when I'm looking at pictures, they both seem to have the same kind of paint to their faces, the same rooted or inserted eyelashes. It's just their lip color that's a bit different, but I don't think one screams boy and one screams girl. And they're just kids anyway. So she's the one who sold out, by the way. I think I made that clear, but it's just unfortunate that I've had them for so long. Their skin tones are quite different, so she's got more pigment. And just trying to keep them sorted so that I can look at their faces. Yeah, I think I could swap out. I could just swap their faces. What are her eyebrows like? Yeah, they're just kids. No big deal, right? So here he is. Yeah, I think that'll... I'm just kind of going through it in front of you. So how do I do this now? Make sure I swap their bodies and their wigs. Yeah, when you take off their wigs, they're the same face. He's just paler. Oh well, and if I don't like it, I gotta switch it back, right? So I don't know why I'm acting so serious about this. So let me start now with the new Harper, who is going to be a girl with the lighter skin tone and lighter eyes, same brown hair. I'll start with the shoes. I don't know why. I guess I just grabbed them first while I was thinking. She's got really cute shoes. So they're Mary Jane's with... Okay, I thought there was... Is there tissue down there? Whatever. I'm not pulling... I don't think it needs to come out if it is, but you see that little pattern it's got there of what would be holes. So I think it's... Yeah, it's supposed to be solid. And then the outfit. Okay, the certificate number is 137 of 200 pieces. If that stuff intrigues you, because I often forget, and then I want to say it for other people's sake. And it's another dark colored outfit. So again, you have to think about staining and what that means to you, because a lot of these, it's really nice. Oh, it's like, you can't always tell in pictures the high quality materials they use. Nice. So the undershirt, really soft. Is this a chemise, or is that just French for shirt? With some lace in here, and then it's got a bow with some kind of silver. Is it a heart pendant? There's like a heart, metal heart pendant hanging down. I don't know if it's too small to see. Speaking of too small to see, I don't know how much you're going to see under her duffel coat. At least that's what it looks like this is. So before I open it up, the collar, no, I thought it was a sort of faux suede collar, but it's not. It's just cotton. And I'm hoping you can see the texture of this jacket otherwise, because it's got some really funky pattern going through it. And these are faux leather with plastic, are those called shark tooth buttons? Some kind of tooth. Okay, it's elastic. The clasp is elastic. I was worried that it was going to be a really, really tight to get it off. And as usual, lining inside. Now, hopefully my vision, the way it is in my head, actually who cares? Even if it's not, I just switch it back. No big deal. And hair clips, which I will put on at the end. It's just, I guess my thing is, a lot of times dolls will pair blue eyes and blonde hair, and I just like to see a little bit more variation. And they will make the blonde doll super pale. Are these hers? Oh, it comes with shorts too? I guess it would have to, because that's a jacket, not a dress. Oops. So she's got shorts too, with the hook and eye closure. So now, see, this is, I don't know if you saw the last video where I kind of complained about how they will make the thread the same color as the clothes. So normally on Integrity Toys, for example, if this was the garment, see that white piece of thread? That's to put this hook through. And that's the way it should always be. It should always be very visible so that you're not going blind trying to find this navy piece of thread on a navy garment. So it's almost like they heard me complaining. Yeah. Then they went back in time. But that's just a funny little coincidence, because I don't think I've ever gotten a hook and eye garment that had the closure, the thread a different color from the garment, and more snap buttons, which are always my, not my, I don't mind, but it just, I always feel a little stressed that I'm gonna pop a thread by opening them. It's like I slow right down and turn into a worry wart. Turn into. Kind of am. How was in the front? There's a, I'm not too worried about this tag being in the front, just because there's a duffel coat going over it anyway. But I am worried about that lace getting stuck in her fingers. So I'm going back and forth with how I'm going to feel about switching their roles. There's really not much difference in their face. I think, you know what, I think Harper has shinier lips, but I guess boys can have shiny lips. They're just kids. Now I think the shorts would go over the socks, which means they should probably go on first, because they're so long they almost look, I'm assuming they'll look like stockings once they're on. I don't know, I can't tell by looking at the picture because it's blocked, it's covered. But they're really long and they're cute. They have sort of like a ribbed kind of pattern to them, I think is what you would say. Little cutouts kind of form little diamond shapes, is how I would describe it. But since they're Mary Janes, I have to hope that the heel won't stick out above where the shoe's going to go, because it'll be visible. And like I said, hook and eye, I think that's what it's called, hook and eye closure, that actually will be easy to do up. And then once it's done up, I will show you that you won't even see it because it's done up. So I don't know why they have to hide the thread so much. These are funny little shorts. They're very tight. So that's the other thing about hook and eye, is it's always on something that's so form-fitted. So it's like you have to bring the hook past the thread and then bring it back. So it's always fun. Let me put it that way. And then I think this is a duffel coat, right? Am I calling it the right thing? Over long sleeves. Why are you doing me like that, Ruby Red? Oh boy. I don't think I'm going to be able to get these sleeves down into the wrist, which means wrinkly sleeves underneath. Let me fish it out. It's not perfect, but the only trick I could come up with was to hook the sleeve kind of over her thumb, and then, you know, with with a little bit of a silent prayer, hope that it stays over the thumb as you pull the jacket up over it. It worked the first time. It worked the second time? Yep, it worked the second time too, so maybe that is the trick. And maybe someone has told me to do that before, and that's where I got the idea. I don't know why it is, these shorts don't feel like they belong to her, but I haven't opened his outfit yet, so it's not like I could have mixed anything up. Because she's so pale, and she has no wig on right now, and I have a lot of light on, I can like see through her head. It's that pale. Yeah, I think it looks better done up. The buttons. At least it's elastic, so it could have been harder. I was about to complain about how much I'm fumbling. And let's get to the shoes, which are strappy. So you have to undo the straps just like a regular pair of shoes. There are no Velcro on these ones. Let's see if I can get away with not pulling the strap all the way out. Come on, come on. Did it. Because the Wanda doll, the Wednesday Addams looking doll behind me, she has 3 straps on each shoe, and they completely came out when I was trying to put them on her foot. So that's what I'm going to expect now every time. Oh, these shoes are so cute. And I'm almost feeling like maybe I didn't even have to undo the buckle. No, I did. Because it almost feels like it's big enough. Remember what I was saying about, okay, so what I was saying about the heel is that it's not sticking up over the back of the shoe. And so everything went on really smoothly. Pretty smoothly for her, I would say. Well, it's still her. It's going to be her because I'm the outfit and the wig. I think that kind of makes the character. And I might change my whole mind. Can you tell? Can you see that it's like a see-through head? Not completely see-through, but enough that, anyway. There's also, nowadays, the limited edition dolls, they have this RRFF inside a heart on the back of their head, but I think because this particular doll is so pale, you can't even see it on camera. That's wild. Now, because they're limited edition, their wigs aren't attached. You probably already know that. So the new dolls come with a silicone band. I guess, what do they call it? Band. They do call it a band. Why do I doubt myself? To help keep the wig in place. And I have to take off the wig net usually. I have to turn this inside out because their wigs are so small. And they used to come with a whole cap, like a whole silicone cap. Which with these Sibleys might have actually been better because the wigs are small. Maybe I'm so used to looking at Harper with the other face that I'm not convinced this was a good decision. But it was the reason I wanted to. Part of the reason I wanted to do it, not just to be different and because to give the brown eye doll blonde hair and vice versa. It's because the doll that I'm going to put with them is blonde and blue-eyed, so it kind of would tie their colors together. And these, no. In this one case, I'm going to try to take advantage of them not having glued wigs by swapping them around like people like to do, which is why they do that, right? The wig's really cute. It's more of an auburny brown. It's got a little bit more of a red to it in person. I thought it was fully brown in pictures. I'm trying to get the bangs parted properly. Anyway, hair clips, and then I will bring her back up so you can decide if I was kind of silly for swapping them around like this. Come on. Oh, and the clips have little hearts on them too. The little heart pendant like the neckline does. I don't know if you can see it from there. Oh. How does she have them in her hair? Okay, in the back. Or on the sides. I thought it would have been closer to the front than that. Okay, I was not prepared to have so much trouble figuring out these clips, but they're on now, I guess. So let me show you Harper's outfit and wig on Henry's body, because keeping in mind they have ultimately the same face. It's the same face sculpt, and the paint's similar. So the difference would be that she's got paler skin and blue eyes, and her lips don't appear to be as shiny. Well, Henry's eyes don't appear to be as shiny as Harper. Too many names all at once, and I don't think I'm ever going to get acquainted with their names just because of how many I got to know all at once. So now, fingers crossed. Again, it doesn't really matter all that much, but fingers crossed that it's a cute mashup, let's say. Because so far, out of all the dolls wig-wise, that, because their wigs are removable, I haven't really been taking advantage of it looking around. Man. And should not be the challenge. This should not be this hard. Especially after all I've opened. You'd think I would muscle memory or something. But I swear every one of them is a different adventure. And his wig, so in pictures, the wig almost looks molded. It doesn't look like a wig, it looks like sculpted hair. And it has a lot of product, I think, to keep the hairstyle that they wanted him to have, these sort of spikes coming down, his bangs coming down on his forehead. I like the look, the style of it, but I didn't like the fact that it looked like a sculpted plastic wig. And I'm doing all this, and I still have to open his outfit. Let me start with the shoes again. Too late to turn back now. Trying to look at his number. Oh, I do. 132. Are they close in number? 137. So they're 5 apart. That's kind of cute. Oh, his shoes have 2 colors. I can't even tell what color they are in here. The looks like they're black and green. I would have expected navy like hers. That hopefully you can see that. It's like, see the toe? It's like green, and then the sides appear to be black. But of course, very cute. Very cute shoes. Okay, so his outfit's a different color too. It's blue and gold, and hers is blue, or navy and gold, and hers is navy and white. Unless I'm totally losing my mind, his outfit's not navy and, well, I said gold, but it's maybe a beige. It's green. It's like a forest green, and I think it's a forest green. Okay, you know how the longer you stare at the color, the more it keeps changing. Is it navy or green? You know what? I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to get this doll dressed before this is one of those is the dress blue or yellow moments, whatever that was, like 10 years ago. It was like 10 years ago, wasn't it? I think some of you will know what I'm talking about. I can't tell. This is me not stressing about what color it is. And so the shirt is similar, and then the picture, similar as in like it's the same soft fabric that they used. There's just no lace, of course, and no heart. But in the picture, I also thought it was more of an off-white, whereas in real life, it's quite white. It looks about the same as her top. And another long sleeve shirt to get under a jacket, my favorite. And more snaps. And speaking of snaps, instead of having the hook and eye closure, his shorts have a snap instead. I guess hook and eye closures are for girls. Should this be tucked in? It doesn't matter because he's got a jacket. I'm probably going to switch them back. Just because, I don't know, you know, it's like an artist creates these dolls too. So I guess part of me feels kind of like I'm going against their vision. More snaps? More snaps. And I'm going to try that trick where I put the sleeve over his thumb and see if he holds on to it long enough to get his jacket on. Whoa, maybe it's green and blue. So maybe these patterns in here, maybe they're green and blue. Because now I'm starting to see like tiny little checkerboards inside there, like a checkerboard of blue and green. How did I not notice this in any of the pictures? But there must be green. Why would he have green in his shoes? Yeah, and okay, so the under, this is, again, me not stressing. So it's green under here, so it's got to be green. I'm not just going colorblind. Maybe I always was. And did I point out that it's lined as well? It's kind of like that tenty, parachutey kind of material. It's not, actually, no, it's a little bit softer than that. Not that cheap feeling. And get it over his thumb. Come on, I can't let it. Now it's stuck. I'll figure it out. Because I want to see how this particular doll looks all wigged up. Even though this doll's not as pale, it's still kind of see-through too, so never mind. And just to put on the socks and the shoes before I get to the wig, anti-slip band and the wig. Not much to see here. I hope it doesn't feel like I'm ripping you off of any particular view. I just want to make sure. These are really cute shoes, actually. And let's just see how they go on. Hopefully they don't. Ooh, they're quite tight. The heel's sticking out a bit. You see what I'm talking about? I hate that. But it could be worse. I'll fix it later. No big deal. For now. It'll be a big deal later if I can't fix it. How does he look so navy in pics to me? All right. The last step. I don't think you need to see me do that whole process again, but the wig it's really hard to figure out what the front is. Judging by the way the picture goes, the bang should sort of wisp that way. I think this is one time I would really have to mess with it a lot to figure it out. Well, again, I was about to say these should really come with glued wigs, but then I wouldn't be able to do this, and I think I would actually be okay with that. It kind of looks like how it does in the picture. Let me mess around with this a little bit more. It's getting better. And this is probably the best I'm going to get it for now. And it's not that far off from the picture, but the wig of the picture looks a little bit different too. So that's maybe, they're all just individual pieces. Let me bring him close. I'll bring them. Let me give him his moment first. So here's my version of Henry, and I'm going to show you both these two beside each other. So Harper and Henry, my version, let's say. Let me get my big head out of the way so you can judge them for yourselves. And then what I'll do, get my head out of the way, is let me show you, because now that I'm looking at them, I think I do like the swap. I do need to fix his wig a little bit more, but let me show you a comparison for anyone who's not familiar with the dolls as is. So this is if I had done them correctly, would have looked like he does on the certificate, but instead a little bit more pigment and brown eyes instead of blue. And the lips are a bit shiny, but I don't think that does anything in person. You know what I mean? I'm not like, whoa, look at those shiny lips on that boy doll. And then for her, she would have been the pigmented one with brown eyes, but instead, don't be shy to tell me that I made a mistake and they look much better the way they were intended. Because as I sit with them, I may change my mind too. Who knows? It doesn't really matter that much. And now for the last doll of this entire unboxing. I have no idea how long this is going to be. So as I said, she's a limited edition doll, 14-inch doll, and she kind of ties them together for me. They don't go, so those two go together, and she doesn't go with them, but I think she looks like she does. Her name is Aurora, and she's still she's still on the website. I think she's $199, and she's free shipping if you get her by herself. And yes, I already removed all the tape from all the dolls before I started recording because it's a nightmare. So now here's what a limited edition doll box looks like. The color varies, but it'll have a picture of the doll's face. And I have seen real life pictures. Oh, I love her outfit. It's so detailed and so pretty, but I had sort of like qualms or questions about her face because it's, as usual, super pale, and I don't love the way the wig looks in stock photos, but then I saw real life pictures and she looked better. So I'm hoping in actual real life, she'll be even better. So let me just show you the certificate. She's number 104 of 190 to start with. Well, there was a variant of 10 pieces, so I guess technically 200, but then there was a white variant of the outfit, which they're already gone, but I prefer the navy outfit. Maybe because she goes more with them. The hat's supposed to be squished all up like this. Guess I'll see after. Such nice boots. Like the whole outfit is, and this suitcase that she comes with, it's all very nice and cohesive with them. And she's got the pinkish, I'm not going to overreact, but she's quite pink. Not as sort of like Wanda white, let's say, or even Karina white now. Wow, this is so much nicer than I could even tell from pictures. I know I act like that a lot, but it really is. Like you already have a certain level in your head when you're looking at things online. And I've been amazed at how much they've exceeded my expectations each time. Like a lot of layers who sew this, I don't know if you could see the gold and silver threads that go through the dress that give it quite a noticeable, let's say, sparkle or shine. It's subtle, but they're just stripes that go down, and I don't feel like the camera's picking it up. And then there's a crinoline to go underneath, some stockings, and then this jacket. So this jacket has, I don't want to say it's felt because it's soft, but felt makes it sound like it's cheap, and it doesn't feel cheap at all. Even the lining looks really nice. What do I need to talk about? There's a rickrack. I keep calling it rickrack. I hope that's correct. Nobody's correcting me, so it must be going around everywhere. So all the trim is rickrack. And there's a chain hanging down here that has a little bit of a kink in it. I could probably fix it off camera later, but I just wanted to point it out before anybody else does. I think that fixed it. So there's a sort of, what is this, a medallion here? Does it stick on? Is it stuck on? Oh, it's a pin. So this is a pin that's removable. It's a medallion with a tassel hanging from it. And this, oh, okay, so the chain is on a hook, so you could could you remove the chain or just have it hanging down? It's part of the pin, isn't it? The pin, it's attached to the pin. So if you take off the pin, there's a lobster claw hook here so that you could remove the pin, which I think I'm going to have to do when I put the jacket on her, aren't I? At least remove this part. And guess what color they did the the thread that it's got to go through? They did navy. And so I guess the good thing is you can unkink it that way too. So I think I've talked enough about the outfit. How does this undo? Are these just bead buttons? I think they're just buttons that you... Is that what it does? No. They're snap buttons over on the other side. I was trying to undo the wrong way. Now, let me get to the doll so that I can start dressing her in this really amazing outfit that is so nice, and that's what I was really looking forward to. Oh, her face is so cute in person. I don't know if I'm going to love the wig. I might have to try to style and play with it somehow. Whose face does she have? Do I have another doll with this face? It's so cute. And her eyes are so nice. Because their eyes are always really detailed. Like they have a lot of... They have a lot of colors through them. There's a main color like blue, but hers I can see like shades of maybe yellow in there and different shades of blue. I'm not even showing her to you. I'm like, oh, she's so nice, and you'll never see it. But let me just get her a little bit on her because, yeah, the pink, when they're, so their body doesn't have any other kind of paint on it. So I think that's why when you look at the doll body, you can really see what color they are. And then with all the blushing and everything and the eyes. Is it Cordelia? Is that whose face they said? Oops. I do that a lot. It's like the scissors bounce off of opening the tape and always threaten to puncture their bodies. But so far I've been lucky that it didn't happen. I can't remember now whose face it said she had online. But whatever it is, I think she's the only doll I have of this face. And the way I said Karina looks so sad, she looks sad too. Okay, so the other thing. The full truth about what I was questioning about whether I should get her is, in pictures, and you might have even thought so from the certificate, she looked like a ghost. And not ghost as in because she's so pale. I mean ghost as in almost spooky. Like she's a doll who looks historical. Let me take off her wig now. She looks historical, so she looks like, you know, she's haunting something and doesn't even know she's haunting something. But then, okay, without the wig, she's I guess these dolls need wigs to look as cute. But wow, do I love this underdress. I mean, not... And I thought that too from pictures that these are hook and eye. But at least, oh, where is the thread on this one? Ugh, this is going to be a nightmare to put it on, or to do it up. Not to put it on, because you can just slip it on, but then to get it done up. Oh, but I think what I was trying to say is that I was looking at her in pictures and thinking that if, for anybody who didn't get the white variant and wanted it, it's all hook and eye. This is going to be such a nightmare. I think people would be okay without the jacket if they didn't like the navy, because so the colors are black, white, and navy. Yeah, all in all, I would say that was a pretty easy hook and eye closure to do up. What's really weird is she's got these baby blue underwear, even though nothing about her color scheme is baby blue. And she's the only doll I have so far with this color underwear, so that's a funny little choice. Just get the crinoline on so that her dress can live up to its full potential. And I don't think I've shown you her face yet on the actual doll. It's because I don't want you to see her. Another loose thread. So you know what? Let me cut that right now before it gets worse, because it's like unraveling. No, stop. Stop unraveling. Yeah, that's not good. Neither are my scissors, apparently. Maybe I was supposed to unravel the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think I was saying that I didn't want to show her face until I have a wig on her, because I want your first impression. Because at least I got to see her sort of with a wig on. I wouldn't want you to see her surgery hat. So these are same. A lot of the socks seem to have the same texture. It's that diamond fluffs. The diamond ribbing, I guess you could say. This on her sock. There's something underneath there. There's this weird bunching going, or like a bump on this sock. I'll show you after, if it's visible. Oh, I think it's the same thread. It's attacking me now. That was scary. I thought the whole dress was gonna unravel before my very eyes. And yours. Witnesses. So I'm gonna show you after I get her wig on. I almost tricked myself into showing you her face without a wig. And these boots, I hope you can see how cute they are. Are they black or are they blue? I think they're a very dark navy, so they almost look black. And then the sole's black to show the difference. You see? a zipper on the back. See how much sense that makes? To anyone who saw my other unboxings where I said it's unfortunate that they don't put a zipper on the back so that whatever buckle situation they've got going on, you don't have to deal with the actual buckle. Are her socks supposed to be up this high? Yes, I see white on the picture, but that white could be her legs. Who am I kidding? There we go. Also, because it always pulls on the heels, pulls up the heel, it does create bunching inside for trying to zip up the zipper. So it becomes like extra fabric. Did you see her face? Did I ruin the surprise? Whew. Still not complaining because I would much rather deal with a zipper. And these boots are so cute. And I must have adjusted to their. Do you know what I did? I put them on the wrong feet. Well, how do I do that? Even on these dolls, I'm gonna have to. Their buckles are on the outside too, so this is just stupid of me. And that was unfortunate because I don't love handling these small zippers too many times, because they can split, and I almost felt like it was gonna split because I had it shoved, like forced onto the wrong foot. They still kind of fit, and she stood up and everything, so that was so weird to me. Anyway, what's left? Just her jacket and her wig, right? Let me get the wig on now. Yeah, she has the RRFF on the back of her head too. Some wigs are just trickier than others, and this would be one of those tricky wigs. And the funny thing is, when I was going back and forth, I was going back and forth for a long time about this doll, and a lot, because I liked everything about her except the wig. Not just because it's okay in person, it's not as bad. It was the first time I started going on websites looking for other 14-inch doll wigs, because I just wasn't sure I was going to fall in love with the wig in person. I think that's my way of saying curb your expectations, because no, she's fine. I do like the wig, but with it being so blonde, it kind of highlights how pink she is. I don't know if you're going to agree with me, but now I hope I didn't overhype how sweet her face is, because I do really love the look of her face. And the hair, I have a feeling, will grow on me a bit, especially once I get the rest of her outfit on her. Oh no, a hook came undone. It's just, I probably would have chosen something different. But I maybe now you can see why I wanted her to have blonde hair, blue eyes, to sort of tie both their colors together, even though I doubt either of them is anywhere near how pale she is. And like I said, the sort of sailor coat. Oh, there's more to it. So once you pop open the snaps, there are eye and hook closures inside. So this might take me a minute too. On the bright side, her sleeves mostly stayed in place. They didn't fly all the way up to her shoulders or anything. So I think I can leave them where they are. These hook and eye closures don't look very fun. All right, one down. 6 to go. No, just 3 more to go. And I think even if I hated her wig in person and online, I would probably still have caved. Because like I said, I don't know if I made a clip, the wig kind of grew on me because of them. But because this outfit is so well structured and so detailed, I think I wouldn't have been able to resist her for long anyway. Where's her chain? Hook up on the other side. So I think there are a lot of, I think what I'm thinking out loud here, what I'm trying to say is that I don't think she's very popular because she's still available online. Where is that other, where even is that thread? Should have taken a picture with my mind. Is this it here? Because remember what I said, if you don't know where it is, good luck. This could have really been a different color. Ugh. All right, I found it. If it had been much longer, I would have spared you. But at least you got to see how it wasn't that bad. As dramatic as I am. Oh, I forgot her tie. Is this going to be easy to put on? I felt like something was missing. I hope I don't have to take everything off and do another hook and eye closure. You know what? I should have put her wig on last. That was an absolute nightmare. I don't know for the life of me why they insist on doing. So it's a black ribbon, a black hook, and a black thread I'm trying to feed the hook through. So I was beginning to think the thread was not actually open. Like there was no actual hoop there. Anyway, that took way longer than I want to admit. Oh, and it's supposed to be out. It's like, how come it looks so much nicer on the picture? I guess after all that, you do want it to be visible, but it doesn't sit as nicely. I'm like feeling so, that took way too long. I'm feeling like defeated here. I'm gonna have to hide this. Anyway, it's on. If it falls, I feel like I'm gonna knock it out, undo it by accident, trying to tuck it in. That would be the end of the video. But luckily it didn't. And now I don't think her hat's supposed to be all bent up like this, looking at the picture. But at the same time, it's a big hat, bigger than the box, and it could probably get pushed back into shape. Looks like that goes in the back. Yeah, we could probably pop it back into shape. Should wear it. Does this go on the side? If it's not a baseball hat, I don't know how to put it on. Anyway, I guess I could show it to you while I'm trying to figure it out. It's the same, it's not, again, not felt, really soft. Same rickrack. It's a perfect match to the jacket. Color scheme and everything. And I guess this is the back, the thinnest part. Probably doesn't matter as much as I'm stressing about it. Trying to make her look as cute as possible. This wig is so funny. There we go. Is that everything? Does she look good? All right, let me bring her back. Hopefully you like her, some aspects about her, because I think she's adorable. I know it sounded, because that bow tie, that hook and eye closure, it's too bad it's too bad I stopped recording. That could have gone in the outtakes or something. Anyway, here she is. Let's go under here or over. I'm gonna get everything sitting right. Because she's really well detailed, and they did an exquisite job on the outfit. Here from feet upward. Very sweet, and I'm sure some of you will agree with me that she suits these two perfectly as their big sister, I guess, or I don't know, their nanny or something. They look like either orphans or like they've been adopted into a rich family or something back in, when would that have been? 1940s, 1950s? When was The Sound of Music? When did that take place? That's what I feel like. That's what I see when I look at them. And now the bag, the sort of pièce de résistance. If I can get it open. I could if I pulled out my scissors. I keep saying I need to get better scissors, and I forget. So it's a faux leather navy with black and gold straps. I hope you could see everything. So it just ties her color story together perfectly. Let me open it up for you. It's not something I would care about. It really is just in case you're curious. So the straps open up like any other straps would. Well, they do open, right? Yeah, you just have to push down on the buckle and then out on the prong. And there you go. Inside is the same the navy faux leather. So everything ties together very nicely. She can't hold it. The dolls can't really hold anything. I see that they have a one finger spread, so I've been trying to use that whenever possible, but nobody holds things like that. Like imagine holding your, well, I guess, did that make you uncomfortable? Because I think that's how I have my Wanda doll holding her purse. But it's all black, so you probably can't even see it if you're trying to look at it right now behind me. Not really visible. So I think I would just have to do the clear elastic band trick to make her hold this. Yeah, she's not holding that in between her one open finger. But anyway, I have no idea how long this is. So if it is long, I'm sure you can just watch it in segments. And I have one more haul unboxing for my Ruby Red dolls. And then I really should be caught up. And then after that, whatever Ruby Red dolls and merchandise I get in the future could just kind of be one or two in a video, and they could be really quick, or I don't know, maybe I'll just stockpile them again and just keep doing it this way because they're small. I don't know. It just feels like I can do a lot at once and it doesn't bother anyone. But regardless, those of you who followed me along on this Ruby Red journey so far, I have to thank you because I know it's a lot, and it's like almost out of nowhere, and it was all of a sudden, and then it was a little bit of an avalanche. So I thank you for humoring me, or even better, if you enjoy it, of course. And whatever the case, whatever the video that's coming up next, I will see you soon in the next one.